Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Expeditions Rome. Where we left last time, we saved Cleopatra. She wants to talk to us back at our Legion camp, or I guess the Proconsul's villa, more likely. But, yeah, we don't have too much to do yet. Guess we'll go deal with this first. We must bring all of our predetermined characters. Makes perfect sense. Let's go murder our way... No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to go murder our way through Cleopatra's guards because I think she's going to be our primary ally in this game. But where's Marcus Antony? Is what I'm wondering. Check and see if we missed anything last time we were here. I don't think there is, though. Other than this random door down here that's closed. Anyways. Door's open. Let's go talk to Cleopatra.
Was always kind to me. Cleopatra Philopator, the goddess who loves her father and the rightful pharaoh of Egypt.
Lengthy introductions are unnecessary. At this point, I trust we are both acquainted with each other. Legate, you have saved me. I will not let such a deed go unrewarded. I bestow upon you this armor, called Queen's Warden. Wear it with pride.
I was hoping for a more intimate expression of your gratitude.
Do not overplay your hand.
Fair enough.
Shall we get down to business? I made you a promise, and a goddess never breaks her word. Ask her questions, Legate.
Goddess who loves her father?
It's a traditional title.
So you don't love your father?
I didn't say that.
How did you know the Proconsul's life was in danger?
You are addressing a goddess. Tomes could be filled with the things that I know, and you don't.
Well, I'm no deity, but my library has quite a few tomes in it.
You strike me as a very well-read man.
And do you really believe you're a goddess?
It doesn't matter what I believe, as long as the people need their goddess.
I wasn't asking about people, I was asking about you. Can you make a miracle happen?
Perhaps one day I'll show you.
Why were you imprisoned?
Imprisoned is such an ugly word. Let us say, confined.
Fair enough. Why were you confined?
Some people just can't perceive beauty. That's why he confined me. You share a lot with Ptolemy, Roman.
On the contrary, you'll find out I'm nothing like him.
Hopefully. That would have been such a waste.
Did you know the Proconsul personally?
We had maintained a correspondence for quite some time now. Unfortunately, he never had the pleasure of enjoying my company in person. He was a good man. He did not deserve to die in such a ghastly fashion.
He was a great man indeed. If only I could have arrived earlier, he would have been alive today.
Maybe. Maybe not. Nothing changes if you continue dwelling on the past.
I just want to know the identities of the murderers.
Time to get to the point. No more foreplay.
On second thought...
That's more like it.
No, we got
Time
nothing
to
else.
get to the point. No more foreplay.
If you please.
My husband, Ptolemy Theos Philopator, is collaborating with a Roman bureaucrat called Lurco. I believe you are familiar with him.
To my... Actually, collaborating how?
The exact nature of their collaboration is unknown to me. My bet is on something financial in nature. Something big. Whatever this collaboration is about, it must be illegal by Roman law. I believe the Proconsul got wind of it and attempted to enlist my help in hopes of acquiring evidence. Tragically, Vitellius Lorco's spies got a hold of the missive he sent. Needless to say, neither Lorco nor my husband was happy about this development.
That's why Lorco had him killed?
I knew it.
That is possible, but unlikely. After all, killing a Roman proconsul is equal to declaring war on Rome. Lurco profited from the current arrangement. There is no reason for him to start a war.
He hated the proconsul.
Be that as it may, I don't think he is stupid enough to start a war for petty, personal reasons. Lurko is a smart man with a plan. Ptolemy is a stupid man with wealth and power.
This complicates matters. We can't just march into Egypt and arrest the pharaoh.
I offer a simple proposal instead. I become the sole pharaoh and give my husband to you on a platter, with Vitellius Lurko as garnishing. All I need is your support. With your help, we can reconquer Egypt together and bring peace to my people.
We don't have enough manpower to undertake such a massive campaign. No one can conquer Egypt and Africa proconsulares with only one legion. We need at least twice as many legionari and a reliable source to replenish our ranks.
May I humbly present a possible solution?
You may.
You could simply recruit soldiers from Nazomenes itself. My people were fond of the proconsul, and although they are severely fractured into countless independent tribes, they may want to unite under one strong banner.
A foreign legion? It's not unprecedented. That's a good idea.
Is it though? We can collaborate with barbarians, but can we trust them?
We will have to talk to the elders first. Let us meet at the Court of Heaven as soon as it is convenient for you.
The Court of Heaven? That sounds pretty intense, honestly. Alright, anything else you gotta say?
Get it out. I can see you have questions.
So you think you're a goddess, right?
I do not.
Why do you call yourself a goddess then?
Because I am a goddess.
But you just said you're not a goddess.
I've said no such thing. You asked me if I think I am a goddess, and I said I don't think I am a goddess.
She knows she is.
You are a fool if you think divinity is a matter of opinion. One does not think of divinity. One either is divine or not.
Well, I certainly think you're divine. I'm a bit confused about your family relationships.
There is nothing confusing about my family.
Everyone's called Ptolemy.
Traditionally, boys are named Ptolemy and girls Cleopatra. It is our actions that define us, not our names.
Why would the people support you instead of your brother?
He goes against the people's will. My family is deeply entrenched in their traditions. They are in communion with gods, but not the people. My brother actually wants to replace the old gods. That is as foolish as trying to replace the people. I will give them what they want, and what they need.
Do you think we'll win?
Of course we will win. Because it is my will.
I don't have any questions for now. Alright, I guess we're gonna leave and go to the Court of Heaven. That sounds pretty intense, honestly. Also, we should take a look at the Queen's Guard armor, I suppose. Could be really good. I wonder if it's like medium? If it's medium armor, it can go on our main character. If it's heavier or lighter, it'll go on someone else. It can't go on us. The Triarius class cannot use heavy armor. Okay, so is this better armor than yours? Yes. But you already have special armor, but she doesn't. I'm going to give the Queen's Warden to Dianara, I think. She's got some intensely good gear. That looks very silly, but is very powerful, so I'll take it. Anyways, where is this Court of Heaven, I wonder? It's way down that way. I guess these are all neutral territories, so we can't attack them yet. Do we have any? The Snake Prophecy. After spending months in the desert, you developed a new appreciation for water. You instinctively start noticing wells and lakes. On the road to your destination, your expedition comes across a curious well. It looks like a modern construction beyond anything you've seen in Nezamones. Nezamones? Whatever. At the same time, it's also seems to have been here forever, with its bleached stones and frayed ropes. A cold wind rushes up from the well, the telltale signs of fresh water in the desert. Draw some. You try to pull some water out of the well. Just as the bucket comes out, something moves in the water. A snake slithers up your arm. Stand very still and do nothing. In an almost surreal display of near sapience, the snake stares at you for what feels like an eternity, as though you're hypnotized and you're unable to move. Then without warning, it slithers away. Well, it's good that it didn't kill us, I guess. What is this? Sneak by here and just tell me what this is. Hunting grounds. Alright, go do that. We're off again. The Mauled Hunter. Though the vast desert can instill a sense of mystery and adventure, your travels rarely turn up anything but rocks and sand. This is why you perk up when something reflecting glimmers between dry shrubs just off the road. It's only a small detour to investigate this aberration. In the mostly dried out remains of a small oasis, you find a dead hunter who has clearly been mauled by some oversized feline. Loot the corpse, bury him. His religion may prescribe that his items will be needed in the afterlife, but your pragmatism prescribes that you need them more in this life. You strip the dead hunter of his belongings as respectfully as you can. In the meantime, you order a few of your Praetorians to dig him a shallow grave. It's hard work in the blistering heat, and they're not all happy about it, but you leave that sad, dry oasis with one less rotting corpse for the vultures to pick at. Okay, well, it wasn't the ideal situation, but it wasn't the worst. Let's go to the Court of Heaven, which is a little town here. The elders of the Berber tribes in Nazamones have been called to convene at an oasis. They call this congregation the Court of Heaven. Our normal squad is coming with us. And I think I'm going to have to split this video into 2 halves. I'm just running a little low on time before I have to go to do thing. So what I think we'll do is we'll pause for a brief moment. It'll only be seconds for you guys, but we'll do the Court of Heaven portion of the video in the next half of the video. We're going to watch the cool cutscene.
Welcome to the Court of Heaven, the most important annual meeting of the elders and the reason for our presence. It is an honor to have you among us.
Gotta say, it's kind of lucky we got here just as the annual court was being held. The honor is mine, but I'd like to know what I'm walking into first.
Of course. What do you want to know?
What is this place?
The Court of Heaven is the name of both the place and the event. Each year, the elders of the tribes gather here to solve their differences and make crucial decisions. It is also an opportunity for people to present their problems to the elders. It is this court's duty to dispense justice, providing the issue is important enough. Last but not least, the Court of Heaven attracts merchants from all over Nazamones and beyond. Where there are people, there will always be commerce.
Who are all these people?
Merchants and mercenaries, the rich and the poor. Everyone has a reason to be here, just like you. Some people make things happen, others watch things as they happen. It is up to you to decide what you will be, a maker or a watcher.
Is there anything specific I should do?
I suggest you walk around and breathe in the air. Meet some people and talk to them. Trade if you want. Since you are here as my guest, you are free to go anywhere.
What can I expect during the meeting?
We might encounter some hostility. Make no mistake, the minor tribes will do whatever I tell them to do. It's the elders of the major tribes I am worried about. Not everyone likes the Romans. Some elders may see your presence as a direct attack on our autonomy.
That could be trouble. Any recommendations?
Do not speak unless spoken to. Try to be respectful and diplomatic. In a way, this is our Senate. All will be fine if we don't offend anyone.
Is there anyone in particular I should be wary of?
Isil and Mador are the most respected elders among us. Convincing them both would be a significant diplomatic victory. Udad may get in our way, but you never know with him. And then there's young Womaksan, who's always hot-blooded.
What is the uncertainty with Udad?
As far as his influence goes, Udad is on par with Medor. Except he is more of a traditionalist. He prays to his ancestors 2 times a day, dawn and dusk, hoping they would answer his questions.
Ancestors?
We believe our dead ancestors watch over us. That's why we pray to them.
Alright. Will this Warmaxon Could give me any trouble?
A young man trying to impress his elders? Always a dangerous thing. He is renowned for his prowess in combat, but his diplomatic ability leaves much to be desired.
A man after my own heart.
We'll find a way to convince them.
I believe we shall.
Alright, so we have some things to do in this town, but we're going to do them all next time. For now, I'm going to leave you guys here. Like always, if you have... Alrighty, we are back, and it's time to go explore around this oasis. We have people to talk to. Galusa is down there. We have a vintner here.
I
Let's
have
go
a
talk to
drink
that.
for every salutations and good day to you, travelers. You look like people of refined taste. Am I wrong?
We're just looking.
Look closely then, and by all means, taste and smell too. We offer all sorts of exquisite flavors. Feel free to browse and tell me if you find something interesting.
Are your wines really better than those we have in Rome?
Well, I would not say better, but they're certainly different. It is not only a matter of different grapes, but also of the environment and the weather. Such things are a matter of taste, but I believe one must taste many things in life. One must explore oneself. Don't you agree?
Who can truly know oneself? You're right.
The answer is no one. But we can try. There are, after all, so many different wines to drink in life.
Do you only sell wine or ingredients too?
I don't have a lot of interesting grapes for you. This year's vintage was rather fragile. Fortunately, that usually means we have some of the best vinegar. And could I perhaps direct your attention to our excellent local honey, in case you want to produce some of your Roman balsam?
Sure, I'll buy some honey from Molsum.
Our honey is unique. The hive is built inside a tree that is hollowed out. You have never tasted anything like it.
Sure, why not?
I knew you'd be satisfied.
What about the vinegar?
You have a sharp eye for quality products. Very well. This great vinegar can be yours for a reasonable price.
Fine, I'll take it too.
Great! You will not be disappointed.
What about the wine?
It always does. Am I wrong to assume you need more than just one flask?
It would certainly improve morale. We can take up to 10 wines. They are $100 a piece.
Did you forget your coin?
Oh, fine, I'll buy a couple. Give me 5.
Your order shall be delivered as soon as possible.
Good enough. Our Legion's morale is usually the thing that suffers the most, so... What's a scrap trader trade?
I take iron. I sell iron. I sell you things others want to get rid of. If you want unwanted things, you're at the right tent.
Just iron? Not everything here looks like it's made of iron.
What are you? A scholar of metal? I know metal better than anyone else. If I say it's iron, then it is iron. End of discussion. Look at what I have to offer and tell me what attracts your curiosity.
You have a lot of items here. What do you think would be interesting for me?
Have you seen these weighted blades? They are of high quality. And maybe you need some tools intended for javelins. Great craftsmanship there. But since you're Roman, you might be interested in this old helmet. It's a bit dented, but I'm sure you'll like it.
Let me look at that helmet.
A desperate treasure hunter sold it to me near Utica. It's ugly and battered indeed. I took it off his hands out of pity.
Domine, look at these inscriptions. P.C.S. Huh? Publius Cornelius Scipio. By the limping leg of Hephaestus, this is the helmet of the famous general Scipio Africanus. An item of infinite value.
It's a fancy hat, Cineros. Let's not raise our voices too much.
I might be able to reuse the iron. I'll take this junk off your hands for 50 denarii.
That sounds like a fair price to me. I hope you will find some use for this old thing. Do you want anything else from my stall?
How much do you want for the
A
blades?
fair price for a quality product.
Oh, they're literally just blades. Okay.
You may want to reconsider.
Now that I look closer, everything here is indeed made of metal.
Did you think I was trying to deceive you? What I sell here is true metal and true metal only.
Gotta go. So, the honest people were not super thrilled that we kind of scammed the helmet off of him, but look at that helmet. If you end your turn with your attack action still remaining, you will start your next turn with 2 attack actions. We have a helmet of Scipio Africanus. Also, no one could possibly think that this was junk. Look at the beautiful and, like, not emblazoning. It's not filigree either. It's like, I can't remember what it's called when you put these gold things on top of other metals. And it's gonna bug the hell out of me right now. That's okay. We'll figure it out later. So we got another unique item, the helmet of Scipio Africanus. It's actually kind of awesome. Let's go talk to Galusa. Galusa? Something like that. And then where do we have to go? We have many more people to talk to. There's a shaman. There's a Axel. There's a supply trader. That's the vintner. We need to talk to him. Alright.
Greetings, Romans. Or how do you say it? Selwete. I am Galusa the Great. How may I help you?
What makes you so great?
Isn't it obvious? Not only am I incredibly handsome, but I also sell the best wares in the land.
You sound different. Where are you from, Galusa?
Here and there. In this profession, you get to travel all around the world. Procuring items is a form of art. I can find you anything you are looking for. Given enough time or resources, of course.
So what do you sell?
Everything you can see in my stalls. The most peculiar spices, and obviously, the best sewi Nazamones has to offer. What do you need?
That's Sura with the peculiar birthmark.
Ah, the moment I saw you, I knew what kind of connoisseur you are. Unfortunately, that sewa is not for sale.
That birthmark? By Zeus and Pythagoras. My sister. Finally, I found you, sister.
Restrain your sewas, Roman. I told you, that sewa is not for sale.
Watch your words. Bestia Tabat is a free man.
I apologize. Still, my point stands. She is not for sale, for she was already purchased.
The sky is gone from her eyes. What did they do to her? Magister, I don't know what I should do. What do I say?
Say Salway.
Salwe, sister. Why are you silent? Do you not recognize me?
The Sewa who speaks out of 10 gets punished. I am not supposed to talk to you.
Wait, Bestia.
She doesn't recognize me, Legati. Look at her. She's afraid of talking. They tortured her. They blinded her.
I do not know what kind of trick this is, but I have no brothers. Please let go. Your insistence will be bad for me.
She doesn't recognize your voice, Bestia. Say her name.
Her name? I do not know her name. I do not remember it. It's been a long time.
What do you want to do, Discipule? Your actions will determine the kind of man you are.
Finding her was once the purpose of my life, Magister. I am not leaving without her. Do something, Legati, or I will.
Whatever they're paying, you'll pay twice the amount.
Tempting.
Holy
What
crap,
you're
that's a lot.
saying is you can pay me 8,000 denarii right now?
Never in the history of the world has anyone paid even half that much for a Sewa. He just doesn't want to sell her.
You're lying. You've not been offered 4,000 denarii. However, unlike you, your prospective buyer, I'm here right now, and I will offer you the princely sum of 2,000 denarii for her.
I see. You drive a hard bargain. Deal. Selling blind Sewi is always difficult. Take her.
Thank you, my friend. You can't even guess how much that means to me. I shall find a way to repay you.
Forget about it. You do the same for me.
I would. For I am a good man. Come on, sister. I will show you your new home.
Well, we spent $2,000 on that, so that hopefully will work out. Check in on Bestia's sister back at the Legion camp. Alright, we'll work on that later. Got a coin box. We've reclaimed a whole 10% or so of what we just spent. Not even 10%, but close enough. Let's go and talk to... Oh, there's another chest. Boom. Let's get another chest going. This is the shaman. Is there any other chests we missed down here? It doesn't look like it. I should probably make my honest Praetorians a little happier. They're a little unhappy that I lied about the helmet. There's a shotil and a large coin purse. We've recovered a little bit more money, which is nice, I guess.
There are many dangers. Along came a warrior. But know this, not all foes fight fair. A blade may not fell you, but venom might. Do you need protection against that eventuality?
Are you threatening me?
He who threatens a warrior better be a greater warrior himself. I am merely a merchant who listens to the ancestors. I have a cure against venom. You should be prepared. Do you agree?
I do need such a substance and I'm willing to pay for it. I might as well.
That is a wise choice. Your
Just in
life may
case.
not be measured with denarii.
It smells like
Here's some
apples and
anti-venom.
peaches, and tastes like almond and dried locust.
Interestingly, anti-venom is only very
Simply
specific
put,
to the
it's a marvel of potion
creature that bites
you.
you.
Will feel sad when the bottle
Romans. The spirits must have led you here to my little corner. How fortuitous.
Who are you, Axel?
I need a little bit of your time and your guidance. Would you be willing to extend your helping hand?
You need my guidance, but I'm a foreigner in these lands.
That is precisely why I need you. The guidance I seek is for lands beyond this one. You are a warrior, are you not? If death is what you deal, it must stand to reason that you'd know death and the lands of the dead.
Sure.
My name is Axel. I am what you might call a philosopher in your language. Though to my own people, I am a shaman. My life's work is to study and explore the many lands beyond death, and how they vary from culture to culture.
I'm not exactly sure why you need my help specifically.
I have collected much knowledge of our own afterlife, but I have never had the opportunity to learn what awaits Romans after death.
Do you want to ask about something specifically Roman?
Precisely. I have interviewed several scholars on the subject of the afterlife, but those were all of Africa. It is my theory that one's afterlife depends on the gods one believes in. I simply want to know about what kind of afterlife Roman gods provide.
What if I don't believe in any of the gods?
That's a private matter between you and your gods. A god's will is not annulled just because you don't believe.
Very well, tell me what I have to do.
First, walk me through the typical journey of the deceased according to your culture. Imagine you are dead. What happens then?
Your soul is separated from your body and travels to Dis, our underworld.
On its own? Interesting. We have to find our own way to the Duat. But they say the path is different for each person.
You have to pay Karen so we can ferry you across the river Acheron or Acheron, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
A river? Now that sounds pleasant. But do you carry your own money to the underworld?
You do not. For this reason, it's good to bury the dead with a coin in their mouth.
Of course. We also believe it is best to bury the dead with their belongings. That way they can live a good life in Kyrieru.
If you can get past Cerberus, the judges will determine your fate.
Assess us. We have 42 of them. It is best to know their names and the sins they have not committed. Once you pass their judgment, Anubis weighs your heart against a feather of Mart. A pure heart isn't heavy.
The virtuous end up in Elysium, while the worthless and the wicked suffer in Tartarus.
This Elysium sounds like Kyrieru. Osiris permits only the pure spirits to the field of reeds.
What happens to impure spirits?
Amit devours their hearts.
I can't really know for sure without traveling to Dis myself.
You are right, of course. But I have an idea. Look. This weed is called cat's eye. They say it will bring you to the land of the dead temporarily. It would be great if you'd try it and tell me what you saw there.
You're asking me to risk death. It's only fair that I get something in return. And if I should find myself stuck in the lands beyond life, I should hate to be caught without enough coin to pay Karen.
You are right. I happen to have some Roman denarii on me. Please, take these.
We're gonna die for 600 bucks. Are we actually going to like an afterlife scene? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, we definitely are. That is a thing. There's a giant cat here. You should talk to the giant cat.
Salve.
What are you?
I am a cat.
What kind of a cat are you?
I am a giant cat. Again, something you can deduce based on observation alone.
Who are you?
I am you.
That seems unlikely.
I know. This is all my fault, really. I wasn't a very good cat. Cats have to live through 9 lives. We die and then we are reborn. But a wicked cat is reborn as a lowly human. I am you in a past life.
Am I dead?
Do you remember dying?
Should I?
I do. It was memorable, but not pleasant. Then again, few deaths are. It is not you who is dead.
What am I supposed to do here?
A very good question. Do you even remember your purpose?
Duty.
Doesn't that mean your life is defined by the orders of someone else?
Everyone takes orders from someone else.
Most humans, maybe. Not cats. We don't take orders from anyone, because you cannot live somebody else's life. Life is too valuable for that. Trust me, I have 9. I may seem wise to you, but wisdom comes with age and identity. I know you, because I am you. Or rather, I was you in a past life. I do not enjoy life as a human. But you can save me by leading a good life and not causing pain. Only then will we be reborn as a cat.
A giant cat?
Unlikely, but stranger things have happened.
I have to do what I must.
And when that's done, you will lie around all day and enjoy life. You can do that now. Cats do it every day.
What do you propose?
The only way you can stop hurting people is to leave the land of the living. You may stay here if you want, and trade places with me. That way I will be reborn as a cat, and you will be a good man. I know, this is all very confusing for you, but let me make it simpler. I shall present you with 2 doors. One of them leads to the Elysium of Reeds, the other back to the court of heaven. Think about it. Figure out which one feels right, and go where your heart leads you.
I am deeply curious. Okay, so there's 2 doors. How do I know which one's which? Oh, we can't have question marks in our titles. To die or not to die? Save. No, that's the land of the living. Let's go to the other one. I am deeply curious what happens if I decide to go to Elysium. Do I just get a game over? Okay, that is actually what happens. You just reincarnate as a cat. That is very funny. I like that. Alright, we're going back to the world of the living. I think we're going to call it a video there as well. Is there anything else to loot in here? I don't suppose so. We're technically dead at the moment. So, back to life, I suppose. I kind of wanted to see if there's like a cat trait that we would have gotten, like our character would get lazier or something, but no, that apparently is not what happens. You just literally lose the game and die.
You're back. Quickly, tell me what you saw before the visions fade.
Let me tell you about this giant cat.
Giant cat? Ah, that's bizarre. Thank you, my dear friend. With your help, people all around the world will have a better afterlife experience. Please, accept this amulet as a small token of my immense gratitude. I hope to see you again when my book is finished.
Alright, well we did get an amulet out of it, so what does it do? Base damage increase, poison resistance, slashing and piercing resistance. Once we can upgrade our armor and stuff, I don't think it'll be as big of a deal, but I think this amulet is quite possibly better. It's for sure better than what she's using. Let's give it to Dianera. She could use a better everything, really. Hold up. What helmet? She should be wearing this helmet. This helmet's much better. It looks less cool, though. I would say it looks significantly less cool. By a lot. Oh well, anyways, let's roll. I think we're going to end the video here. In the next video, we're going to go and talk to the actual chieftains. They're up top here, and I think we're pretty well done with everyone. There's another chest to loot here. We'll make sure to grab that. And, yeah. For now, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, I'll see you next time. Take care.